the visa, but that shit crazy how the country they feel. It's crazy. So what y'all think about this whole like war shit they talking about? And y'all heard how Iran they got their get back.
That's stupid, bro. That's like saying Iraq and Afghanistan.
I don't know, bro.
What?
Honestly, I think it's all stupid, bro. I think people are making jokes out of it, and I don't think it's funny, bro.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. That's all it is. It's nothing gonna happen. It's like if we went to war with Iraq, like what we went to war with Iraq, and that shit happened.
We all die in World War
I
III.
feel the U.S. is just provoking something else to go try to take over Iran too. That's all it is. They just trying to provoke them.
It's just like how it was with Iraq and Afghanistan, bro.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Cause Iran do got a nice little military, missiles, all that shit too. But
only in that region, bro. In that region, yeah, they got that shit over there, bro. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to
get all their shit. Cause you know they got oil, they just don't share with us.
Wow, the Roadhog is going in, bro. Go kill that fucking Roadhog. That Roadhog is, bro, he's gonna kill everybody. Everybody's dead. Hey, go back, Tracer. Go back, Tracer. Go back, Tracer. Go back, Tracer.
But yeah, but you said Iran, they attacked the bases out there in Iraq. They attacked our military bases out there, and they
that was I looked it up. That shit was fake, bro. They said they were gonna. They said they were like they were suggesting it, but it never happened. I looked it up, bro. I was like, so you know how you can Google anything nowadays? So I googled that shit.
But Trump is supposed to have a speech about it too, cause they don't know how much casualties yet or some shit. They attacked air base and they what else was the other shit? I think it was 2 air bases or some shit like that. And they basically saying like they were showing you the tweets, all of that.
Bro, I got you. That's old shit. That's old shit that happened. That's like, so what happened was they attacked us first, and then that's why Trump bombed that dude. Because that's their general. That's the one that's giving the orders.
Yeah, but I don't believe half the shit. I'm from here. I don't believe half the shit they say here.
You can't believe 80% of the shit they say on Facebook, bro. For real, bro, you got your ult. You fucking trying hard to kill me.
Nah, but then they were saying like, when they did that, like they attacked that, they was like, you better not get back because if you get back, then we're gonna bomb Israel and Dubai. Israel and Dubai.
Yeah, see, they're not gonna do shit. they like talking. It's like how Iraq was. Iraq was the same shit.
Nah, but Iran and Iraq are, they're not on the same level though. Iran is more stable than Iraq. They actually have nuclear bombs too, and they have like
that's how Iraq was. Iraq was more stable, but you know how Afghanistan, the people were from Afghanistan, and that's why we attacked them. All right, so that's the same shit. Like it was the same fucking idea. Damn, I just ran in there like a dumbass.
Nah, but Iraq never had weapons of mass destruction. Now Iran does. That's
don't they? So all they have like ballistics missiles. They don't have WMPs yet.
Nah, I think they do. We don't know because we never been there. And allegedly they were building nuclear bombs.
I'm telling you.
They said, nah, but nobody knows. I know the government know. They're not gonna tell us that Iran have it because it's too much panic, But they were saying that when they were saying Iraq had it, they only said it so they could get in there and shit. And,
But
They bombed their own shit, and then they said, you know, these motherfuckers got weapons of mass destruction, which was never found. But now Iran is known to have nuclear
no,
weapons.
they don't have any yet.
Nah, I think they do, and they have high tech missiles too. They do, bro, because if you
They
think
got
about
high tech
it,
missiles. Yeah, they got.
It was on the news saying that basically they was killing their scientists to try to stop them from building this too. Oh, special. Let me get out of here. Nah, I think they do have it. That's the only reason why they'll think about trying us. They still wouldn't be able to beat us.
Actually, so the reason we invaded Iraq instead of Afghanistan is because that shit was all stupid. So we invaded Iraq because they were the wealthiest at that time. They had all the oil rigs. They had the most oil in the world.
And another thing people don't know about either is what they want in Iraq is what do you want to call it? Some of the ancient shit, because you know ancient Samaria was right there. Ancient Samaria holds a lot of information that they could not get. So what they did now is they're mining all that, putting them in their museums and shit. And then you have the people out there are talking about, oh, this is blasphemy. Let's destroy all this, you know, hieroglyphs, whatever you want to call it. Meanwhile, the U.S. is keeping that shit and putting it in their museums.
Oh shit, they're behind us, bro. They got behind us. The two tanks, they're behind us.
Yeah, I seen them in that stitch.
Up top.
Fuck, yeah.
Oh shit, they killed a lot of people already.
But I do think Iran have nukes. I think they have nukes. They have nukes, all that, I feel. Because, why I say that is because there was big talk behind that, like, that they were building shit. And remember, they had the nuclear program. They did have the nuclear program. And if you know about it, they had a nuclear program, but the U.S. wanted to know exactly what they were doing with the nuclear program, like exactly what they were building. So they were supposed to sign, you know, like a treaty shit to come together and basically we could come in and see what you're doing. But Iran was like, no, buddy. So that's when the U.S. suspected, like, hold on, you don't want us to see what you're doing. So, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you're doing something that basically, you know, they don't want nobody misguiding that. You really are a threat. And I think this is part of the reason why that they assassinated him and trying to get in there, just like how they got in Iraq and all them other countries. So they could break that shit whole Middle East down.
No, they just want to get in there for the oil rigs, because right now that's why Iran is like good with their money. Because after the Iraq-Afghanistan war with us,
about it. Potentially,
Iraq lost a shitload of money.
Potentially, what he's saying about the weapons, I don't think it was right.
Bro, your mic is so quiet. I can't hear you that much.
I'm sorry. I don't think it was right. Like, he got assassinated, but like potentially, like the weapons he was building and them denying it, like them not wanting him to come in and see what they were doing. I don't know. Like potentially, he probably saved millions upon millions of people.
Who, like the guy that they assassinated?
Yeah.
You didn't see that they had like millions of people marching for his funeral, so you know it's like a saint out there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what happened with Iraq.
Like a fucking saint and shit, man.
But they weren't marching because we killed somebody. They were marching because we went in their land for no reason.
No. I'm talking about the dude's funeral. The dude that we assassinated, his funeral had a.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the difference between that and that is like they were marching too for Iraq, but they were marching because we went in there for no reason. That's why we pulled out.
Because we always been fucking Iran, but I remember one time there's some shit that they actually we was like patrolling in their waters and shit, and they took the whole shit, like, because that's the rule. Like, for example, you know how they have the Russian spy ship that keeps traveling all along the East Coast. Like now, if that Russian spy ship comes a little bit more over on our water space, because they could stay
It's
like
getting
off the
blasted
coast.
down.
Yeah, no, not really. They don't have to. They could do that too. But what they can do is surround it and capture everybody in there, and it's all theirs. They don't have to give nothing back. You know what I'm saying? The whole ship is theirs. Every person is a prisoner, and that's what the
Oh yeah, if they
Iran did to us before. Now, what you was gonna say?
that's what I'm telling you, bro. There ain't gonna be no World War III until we're like 30 or 40.
Yeah. But I feel like it's just building momentum to whoever
Yeah,
else
probably.
want to jump in, and you know they like, well, be my guest. You want to join our reign? You know, we gonna hit y'all ass too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it won't, cause like what's happening now is like we're still cool with China, we're still cool with Russia, especially with Trump now, and now we're cool with North Korea. So
Yeah,
we're
but you
getting
know
like,
this should be phony. You know it'd be phony in a way. You could say be cool doing business, but still you my enemy, and behind closed doors, I'm waiting for that right moment. You know?
remember, didn't you hear that North Korea was supposed to have a present for us for Christmas?
Yeah.
They didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, they just waiting. They waiting, and this could be their chance to jump in.
It's not, I'm telling you, it's not, even if that little ass, you know what they said? Because they know that we could destroy them so easy, they said that if you attack us, we're gonna bomb we're gonna bomb South Korea into nothing. That's what they said. Because that's all they could do.
Know. Yeah, cause they know that. Yeah, they know they can't really do nothing to the U.S. like that. But what I'm saying is, now these countries do get together. Yeah, we do have more.
It's still the Middle East, bro. It's still the Middle East. Like, all they got is Iraq, Afghanistan. What else?
Nah, but whoever don't like us could join forces, though. That's how it go.
But everybody likes us. That's what I'm saying. Like, China has the biggest army. They like us. Russia.
They say they
has the
like
most
us,
nukes.
but really they
like
don't.
us.
Really they don't. They say they do. They like,
Bro, we
they
give them a
like
shitload of money all the time.
Yeah, that's what they like, probably, you know, shit like that. But they don't really
And we
like
still
us.
do it. No, they'll stay with us though. They're like, shit, we don't want to lose all this money. We have like half the world's population in our own country. Why would they want to lose all
that's
that money?
But then again,
But that's the
US and
reason
China,
why China is dangerous.
but the US and China have
That's why we.
the US
That's
and
why I
China
like
have
that
been
we're
tight.
allied with them.
Like US and China have been tight. It's like
Alright,
it's
boom.
Japan that really has the biggest problem, considering how they were in the war. What was it? I think it was World War I or World War
No,
II,
Japan
where they were
is right
where
on
they
our
were
side.
skated out of the deal pretty much.
Nah, but I don't think Japan. I think Japan was after the bombing and all that, and you know, shit like that. They basically got in check. But now China is a problem because China has one of the highest populations. China and India, right? Now, okay, yeah, China's like probably the second country with the most shit too, like army. Their army is bigger than ours. That's a fact. They have more men that are ready to put down their lives and fight and shit. They have like what 1.4 billion people out there. We only have like
Yeah,
what
I
400
think they have, like,
million people in America. We don't even
Yeah,
have
and
a
I think
billion.
they have a 500 million strong army, bro.
Yeah. So it's like that's our population, you know what I'm trying to say? Like if you look at what's the population of the US, and that's strange too. How we're the richest but we're not the highest populated country. I don't understand that. That's why I think
It's because
I don't know.
the
Their currency isn't as high as ours.
nah. And then we owe them a lot of money still too. We haven't paid them their trillions of dollars. Still.
Their
then
currency
again,
is still not as high
You
as
gotta
ours.
think. You gotta also think about them as they're building, as they're training. You gotta think of their circumstances that they live in and our circumstances that we live in. It's not necessarily by choice. Most of them probably don't have a choice to fight. And I'm not saying like that doesn't have an effect. I'm just saying how effective can they be if they're not willing they say they're willing,
Yeah.
but like, are they really
Watch
low
them
key
give
willing?
up. A lot of them will probably give up
Yeah.
because they're forced to be in the army. They're forced. We're not forced.
Now, but the one thing about them is their culture is they're more
Yeah, they're more
culture-oriented.
of I'm going to give it up, and I'm like not gonna try that.
No.
because-
That's how they used to be, but no, they're not like that anymore.
I don't know,
That's
bro.
why Japan gave up right away.
No, Japan gave up after the bombing. Japan didn't give up.
It was right away. So they bombed Pearl Harbor, we nuked them twice, and they gave up.
Yeah, but after the first nuking, they didn't even give up.
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? Like Japan, after the second nuke, that was when they got in check. And not necessarily in
No,
check,
they didn't
it's
do.
just like,
They didn't do shit after the first one, but all they did was they were still allied with. They were still allied with the fucking Nazis. So after the second one, we bombed them again because they didn't do anything to us again. After we nuked them the first time, they didn't do anything. Then the second time, it's just because they didn't want to give up. They never said they were disallied from the Nazis or
Yeah,
Germany.
I know what you're saying. Like,
So
they didn't
that's why,
denounce-
they didn't denounce it or nothing. So that's why we still did it. We did it again.
Savage, yo.
Yeah, bro, I gotta switch, bro. I gotta switch back to Lucio. I haven't even been using Lucio. Bro, how am I? Oh damn.
It's just like I like to compare shit in real life, like you know, like it's just like if you don't like somebody, but y'all come to terms for the bigger picture, like y'all agree on something bigger, but it's still like y'all don't like each other. You know what I'm saying? So once you see other people stand up and fight back that person, you're gonna join. You know, you might coincide with them and be like, you know what? Let me jump on this bandwagon and fuck with them because I really don't
know.
like. I was just around for, you know, whatever benefits.
I think this generation is different. Just like how we're talking about this shit might be dumb even if it happens and shit. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna want to fight if there's no good reason. And that's why they're trying to put a good reason, but there ain't no good reason.
because think about how our generation, how all of this, how all like us chilling right now, 4:30. You know, not every. But you know, not everybody, not every country has well, not every country, but
That privilege.
yeah, but not everybody has this privilege right now. Like, everybody is in the same boat. Like,
Yep,
we're all
exactly.
here. It doesn't matter. Like, I get people's different religions, and I guess that's how it shapes.
But
it shapes their culture and how their culture is kind of made now. But like, I'm just like, if you want to believe what you believe, have your country be separated. Like, you don't have to be a part of something that you don't want to be a part of. Like, if you don't want to be connected to the world, you want to be in your own religion, like in your corner of the world, like they should be able to be left alone and just not be messed
like
in
fucking
any worldly
Switzerland.
affairs. Like, if you want to be like in worldly affairs, I'm just saying that you can like do business amongst each other, but like everybody's country is like, everybody just keep their keep in check of
What
their
I
own
think
country
about
and
this
stop
shit-
worrying about everybody else's. Like,
Yep. That's what I think about this generation. That's why I think there ain't gonna be no World War III for a while, because if there's a World War III, I think it's gonna be a good reason, because every generation always gets smarter, and right now what we think
I feel like the U.S. is giving them people a reason. Like I feel like they really want it.
no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. Trump only had, especially like, if that's the only reason they got to go to war, is just that we bombed in Iranian general.
But
That's
how
not
long
gonna
will it
get
take for everybody to get tired of a bully before you know it?
That
everybody's-
wasn't a bully though, because remember they attacked us first.
But I don't know that. I can't.
You didn't
confirm
look it up.
I know, but I don't believe I don't believe everything. Just like the towers that they knocked down and went to war for oil and whatever.
No, that shit is
right.
I
But
think
I'm
that
just
shit
saying,
was fucking
even
crazy.
Pearl Harbor is said to be maybe an inside thing too, saying that Japan couldn't even fly at that time. Japan did not have the technology to fly
Oh, they
planes.
did. Have you ever seen like the actual like documentaries?
Hold on, let me finish. Yeah, but you know, they could. Alright, there's a saying: whoever wins the war writes history, right? So if I beat you, I could tell anybody whatever I want, and the people are gonna listen. Just like, you know, this is what Caesar did. Who else? What was the other one?
Yeah, but then again, you gotta think about you gotta think about the volume of people in the accounts.
I could have been
of
raping and
survivors.
pillaging, but once I kill y'all, wipe y'all out, I'm gonna tell a different side of the story. I could say that I was the good guy, y'all were the bad
But
guy. You understand what I'm saying?
We know what. Yeah, but we all know. Like people know the truth though. Like it's not that hard to find the truth.
Adversity is an
And
opportunity.
but you gotta think about also, like I get I get what you're saying about like the winning and like everything. I get that, and I believe
Yeah,
that
they
too.
like-
But like I also believe like some of stuff like that happens just because like survivor accounts, like firsthand witness accounts of like their story and what they've seen rather than what
Adversity
people
is
want
an
to tell you.
opportunity for
Because
change.
Yeah.
because think about it, the only weakness to like anything like government or worldly or like is the public. You know what I mean? Because if the public stands for something, then like what can anybody else do? Especially like their country. Like,
Yeah,
you
and
can't-
I don't.
if you're
Yeah, and I don't.
country refusing as a leader, you can't do anything. Like doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, that's just how I feel.
But
Yeah, and I don't think the public wants any more war, dude. Like nobody wants any more war. Like this generation, I think we're done with war.
but we don't have say so on that.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, we don't have
we-
a say in that.
We do. Like they have to draft armies and shit. We have to vote to go to war. Like the whole country has to vote to actually go to
Well,
war.
if they could, yeah,
That's
no,
what
but
they
bro,
did with-
if they could, but that's what I'm saying. If they could do something to provoke an act to get retaliate, enough, just like the towers, bro. Like if they could do something, if I do something to you, like if I want to fight you, right? But I don't want to hit you, I don't want to fight you, and you don't fight back. I punch you in the face, so you could punch me back. Now I'm like, okay, now let's fight. That's what's going on now, because we might not. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, I'd be like, yo, I want to fight, and you be like, you looking shaky. I could beat you up, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the bad guy if I just outright beat you up right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna provoke you, I'm gonna call you out, I might call you names, I might even just slap you up a little bit until you could, you know, say, okay, my hands is up, I wanna fight. And then that's when I'm like, okay, now let's fight. It's just basically like a cause and reaction. I do something to you, but I justify my actions, and then when you retaliate, oh, look at him, he's the bad guy, let's go to war. That's what I feel like they're doing. They're just trying to, you know, they're trying to cause and react.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
So you can react
That's-
and then
that's,
now it's
like-
enough to go to war.
You see all those Iranian dudes that were marching for that? You see how much people were marching for all kinds of shit here and nothing ever happens?
Right. It's because we all know who's in control here, and it's not the people. We're supposed to be in control, but
I'm
everybody
telling you,
knows we're not in control.
it is honestly the people. Like they thought the election was rigged. No, it was just a bunch of people voting for Trump. That's why he's not gonna get elected.
Nah,
anymore.
that election.
I ain't gonna
No,
lie,
that election.
you
was-
gotta do more
election
research,
was
bro. The elections
Bro,
was
that-
rigged, bro.
No,
What the
it wasn't.
listen,
No, what
I'm gonna
happened
tell you
was
something. The governor hands the votes in. The governor could enlist dead people. This is what they were saying, bro. The governor hands in the elections, bro. The elections go up from the votes go to certain people that can rig it, and you would never know. And then, yeah, basically like that, bro. And it was rigged with dead people's names and all of that, bro. They had dead people voting and all of that. Like,
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna look it up right now, bro. because I'm telling
That would had to be Trump's, bro. That right there was Trump's doing, cause that's like the only rigged election.
you, it
Uh-uh.
was
Bush was rigged too. Bush was rigged too. His like I said, Bush was rigged too. He was the governor of Florida, and without Florida, Bush would have probably lost the elections. And his what? It was his brother, Jeb Bush. He was the governor of Florida. The governor could actually tamper with the votes, bro, because they have access to, you know, they have access to the state, bro. So yeah, it happened in Bush's time.
Now traveling to the south.
I'm telling you, bro. I look into these stuff. I do a lot of research and stuff like that. And I was like, what? How old was I? I think I was like, what year was that? Mid 2000s. I was probably like what, 12 or some shit like that. Cause I'm 28 now, so I've been around for a while. Like, and I, you know, I was around when that election. Remember, it was what? Who's running against him? I think Al Gore. Everybody wanted Al. A lot of people wanted Al Gore. Why Al Gore never ran for president again? Because that man probably is a good president, but they don't want a good president. They want a president that's gonna do what they want, or is, you know, part of a certain agenda.
Bernie Sanders ran twice and lost. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but why Al Gore never ran after that elections, after 9/11? He never ran again. Like, he probably said either fuck it, or he was told, like, you know, not to run again. He probably either said fuck it, the shit's rigged. Because everybody know that that Bush election was rigged back then by his brother in Florida, governor.
Damn. See, so they're saying, see, I'm looking up this shit and they're saying that it's been rigged since 2000.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree. Because the governor can rig it, and possibly the mayor too. Because the votes get handed to them, and before they hand it into the government, they can rig it. And you know, all these people are, you know, they're in cahoots. Like I'm saying, let's just say if a governor rigged it for the better side, yeah, his ass would be going to jail for rigging it. But now if it's all in cahoots, you know, higher people are in cahoots with them to rig it, like, yeah, rig that, because we want such and such to win, yeah, everybody will be fine. Nobody will find out, you know, nobody will go to jail for fraud or whatever else. And he'll get a promotion. Maybe soon one day be president.
Damn, see, yeah, it's not even about Trump doing it. What it was they're saying that even Trump said the election is going to be rigged. I'm gonna be honest. People are going to walk in and they're gonna vote 10 times, maybe.
Back to work.
Yeah, these shit just rigged.
That don't make any sense.
The last good president we had was JFK. Nah, he's in cahoots too.
No, JFK had a bunch of conspiracies with his ass.
Look up the Trojan horse. Look up the Trojan horse. You know how they say anybody could be president? No, it's a specific bloodline. And even Obama's in that bloodline. His supposedly Irish mother is in a bloodline of, you know, they're all bloodline. The only one that I say that wasn't in the bloodline was, even JFK probably was, because he has he's Irish too. That's funny, but I don't think so though. I think he was actually, you know, but a 12-year-old girl actually did this too. She researched it and found out that all the presidents are related, bro. And she showed Obama. She went down there and showed them, and they're all looking like they don't know this, but they know. That's why when they say, "Oh, anybody could be president," no, they cannot. It's all planned in, you know, bloodlines.
That's too much conspiracy, bro.
Look it up, bro. It's a 12-year-old girl that did this same research that I'm talking about, bro. If a 12-year-old girl could find this information of ancestry, all you gotta do is look up the ancestry, bro. That's it. You could trace
so
anybody's ancestors.
I looked up the points, like the whole